Good morning and welcome to Angel's Haven. I have put together a series of video clips which I find hilarious. You might enjoy them as well. My son once told me that I'm not half as funny as I think I am, but maybe I am. So this is just a few minutes of straightening things and changing things. Straightening clutter is very important in a tiny house. You don't always have to buy new storage solutions to do that, but in this particular instance, I did. So please enjoy a few minutes of my tiny life. So I failed to take a little video before I remove these things from the cabinet, but I will show you the pile. So take a look at this and this basket. So this basket and this basket were under here, where I now have those plastic things. And the other items were piled on top of the baskets. And needless to say, it was a mess. And I've been looking casually for narrow containers because over here is my trash can. You can just see the edge of it there. So the only space that I have in which to store things under the sink is narrow. It's basically 9 or 10 inches wide, and then back there the white metal shelf is sitting on the wheel well, and so it's like a step basically. So I have this whole space, I'll show you, but it's basically narrow. And the idea is that I need to be able to reach the things. If I were just storing, I could just put a box in there or something, but I needed something into which I could reach. But it had to be something narrow, and it also had to be something that opened in the front. So I found these. I don't know if you can see this, but they are bins, and they're narrow, and they open in the front. So, and they stack. So I've got 2 already stacked back there, and the front is actually open. So the top 2 will hold things that I need to reach less, and the bottom 2 will hold cleaning supplies. So I'm going to get all of this stuff and all of this stuff organized in the 4 open front plastic bins instead of these collapsible cloth things that as you can see, collapsed. So I'm going to reorganize that. I'm sorry I didn't have a before clip, but at least you see the mess. And then I will show you what it looks like. So there the baskets are empty. 1, 2, and there the items are organized. See. So it's not perfect because it's a narrow area, but I got everything organized. Sponges, cleaning supplies. Back there are a couple things that are rarely used, and those are reusable shopping bags and mop cloths. Those foam rollers up there, actually I bought them for someone else, so they have to be taken to the person for whom they were intended, but there they are. So this is organized better than it's ever been organized since I've lived here, it isn't perfect because these things are not as, well, I guess they're pretty stable. But I basically had to put things back there that I almost never use. But there you have it. It's not too bad. It's better than it was. So now I can get rid of these. I don't need them. That's for the recycle. And that box there, the one that's not yet opened, is a fireproof filing drawer. And there, well, there's my tablet. I'm watching the news. But those papers are going to be organized into that fireproof rolling drawer upstairs in my bedroom, which is up there. You can see that there are things sitting on a cabinet, pictures sitting on a cabinet, and there's a space under that cabinet where that rolling fireproof file drawer, say that 10 times fast, where it will go, and I will show you a little clip of it when I get it open. But I've been piling up papers that need to be in a file drawer here, and there's a similar pile that's sitting up there on that cabinet. And once I get this file drawer open, I'll be able to organize my papers. And I think it has a little insert. I don't think the whole rolling file drawer is fireproof. It has an insert that's fireproof. And I'll put my passport that I never use, and my birth certificate, and maybe my, just a few little things that I'd want to have protected from fire. So anyway, more organization, and this is going to be a funny little clip, but when I get it all done, I'll put it together, and you'll see it. Organization has to happen all the time in a tiny house. Talk to you later. So here it is. I have hanging file folders, or not file folders, what do we call this? They're the hanging, I call them Pentax folders, but I know that's just a brand, but you know what I mean. They hang on the brackets in the file drawer, and then for some reason, unknown to me, known only to the gods of Amazon pricing, it was cheaper to buy red file folders than manila file folders, like manila covered. So that's what I bought, red file folders. And this is a fabric rolling drawer, which has, I believe, an internal frame. If I read the advertisement correctly read the advertisement, and it has a fireproof inset little box thing. So that's what it looks like in its box, and I'm going to take it out of its box and then open it up and see what it looks like. So I'll show you that in, I don't know, either a minute or a day. So this is kind of interesting. So it has this piece, which is some sort of fiber board. It actually feels like plastic inside of the vinyl. And then it has this, which, if I'm interpreting this in an accurate way, I think what's going to happen is this, I'm sorry, I'm trying to hold, but you know, as you know, all of my videos are done on my cell phone. So I believe that this part is going to open up and make the drawer, and I believe inside of here is the hard fireproof inset. That's what I believe. So I'm going to open this up, and hopefully I'm right about that. It's supposed to have casters, but I haven't found them yet. So we'll see. Stay tuned. Okay, so far the only instructions I've found have been the instructions for how to use the lock, which I'm going to put up here so I don't lose them. And then I have the box upside down right at the moment. And this is the base, which has casters, as you can see. They're actually pretty substantial casters. I'm kind of surprised. Pleasantly surprised. Ooh. And now they're Velcroed crooked. But this is metal. And this is actually also metal with a rubber wheel. Yeah, I would say rubber. I'm kind of shocked because I'm used to plastic file cabinets with plastic casters or plastic wheels. So those are metal. And I flipped it upside down. You can see that there's some pretty serious Velcro here. And as a matter of fact, as soon as I set this down, it Velcroed itself. But what I figured out in the absence, I have the hiccups, great. In the absence of instructions, which I have yet to find, I figured out that you set the platform with the casters on the bottom, and it will Velcro itself, and then I'll flip it over and see what happens from there. This is kind of interesting. I like it. This was, I don't know, I'll look the price up, and maybe I'll put it in the, put a link in the description box. That's what YouTubers say. I'll put a link in the description box. I'm kind of a hot mess tonight. I'm trying to get my house straightened. It's pretty messy right now. I have a basket of clothes. You can see it right there. I'm making a clothes donation because I'm doing my seasonal swap out. The 3 plastic baskets you see under that bench, those are actually shawls and blankets. I have the world's largest shawl collection. I actually loaned 5 shawls to someone I know is going to a wedding, and I brought 5 shawls to her so she could try them on with the dress that she's wearing. And she said, why do you have so many shawls? And I had to laugh because that's only like a third of my collection. But anyway, that bench right there, the green one, which has a cushion just sitting behind it, is going away. I have finally found a love seat. So the 3 plastic boxes, I'm going to clean those out and put the plastic boxes either in storage or give them to somebody. And then tomorrow I found a love seat. I finally found a love seat, and it's going to go where that bench is. That bench is going to go somewhere else. More about that in another video. I'm keeping it, but it won't be here. It'll be someplace else. That's a little hint. But I'll talk more about that later. So anyway, that's why my house is a mess, because I'm fixing files, and I'm sorting clothes to donate, and I'm trying to clear out those plastic boxes so that I can... Why can't you not see me? Oh, I thought I was putting my finger in front of the lens. That's kind of weird. Anyway, those plastic boxes are going away, hopefully before I go to sleep tonight. And that way tomorrow when someone comes to move that bench for me and put the love seat in, they'll be able to just pop it out and all this mess will be gone. That's the goal. So I'm going to show you this file box when I get it put together. Okay, so weirdly, there are absolutely no instructions for how to unfold this file box drawer. and I only instructions for the lock, but this is what I've done. So this part on the top is according to the advertisement, this is fireproof. The casters certainly work, but this is the fireproof part. It has a folder inside for your papers. Very nice. Little tucky places. I'm not sure what you'd put in there. Maybe old-fashioned computer disks if I were a secret agent. And then the drawer part, there was this this insert. And so I put that one of them, there are two of them, I put one of them in the bottom of this drawer. I don't know if that's where it goes, but that's where I put it. And so this is attached. Sorry about that. This is attached. And then there's a little lip here, which does in fact have a rigid, the sides are rigid. So because there's a lip here, you can put, I believe you can put the hanging folders. That's what it showed in the picture. And then the second of those two inserts I put in the bottom of this thing. You can see it has a Velcro or a nylon tab. You can pull it out. And it actually did nestle in there pretty well. And then, as I said, the sides are rigid. And I believe, see if I can do this with my left hand. I recently posted on Facebook that I used to think I was a pessimist until I realized that for the 68 years that I've lived right-handed, I consistently, and to this day, give my left hand the opportunity to do things first. So, with my left hand, I'm going to see if I'm correct. Yes, that does work. I figured that's what it was for, or that's how it worked. It fits right over here. Now, what I don't know, yes, I've just determined that I'm correct. So the zipper is here. See that? I don't know if you can see where my finger is. Yeah, it's focusing now. That's the zipper. And the zipper is on that, the lidded box. And so what they showed in the advertisement, and I believe it's probably going to be correct, is that even with the files in it, you can close that. Well, let's just try it, shall we? Yes, we shall. Okay. It appears that, yeah, that I'll be able to bring the zipper around and close it over that Pentax, because there's the zipper and there's the Pentax. So, I could be wrong, but I think this thing is actually going to work as intended. And look, I can put a label on it. Maybe we'll have a contest to see what I should label this. I'm inclined to label it files that I should scan and shred. What do you think? So I'm going to keep filing all those things in there, and then I'm going to finish sorting garments and whatnot to donate, which will go away tomorrow. And I imagine that I'll also keep watching news on my YouTube. Not my YouTube. Yeah, on YouTube. Not my YouTube, but YouTube. So I will, I'll show you this file box whenever I get it finished. Might not be tonight, but I will show it to you when it's done. Talk to you soon. So there you have it, the file box. And I've got obviously more papers to put in it, but I a minute ago actually zipped up the lid with the hanging file folders in it. It does zip up. Yeah, so from what the internet, the Amazon listing said, this part here is fireproof. It is some sort of rubberish material on the lid and the sides. So I'm assuming it's only fireproof when it's closed up. Let me see. That's a good question. No, the rubberization is only on the top and the sides. And frankly, this part here where where the outer zipper is, that's not rubberized. So I can't imagine that it's really fireproof. It might be fire resistant, but I can't imagine it's really fireproof. I wanted it because it's a file box and it's on wheels. The fact that it was allegedly fireproof was only a small bit of its allure, and as I see it, as I said, this is the zipper that unzips the lid to the box, and it does not appear to be, quote, coated with the same stuff that is coating the lid. So assuming the coating that I'm feeling, like this sort of rubberized stuff, whatever that is, it's not rubber, but it's some sort of, I don't know what it is. But I believe that this coating is what is allegedly fireproof, but that coating does not cover the zipper area. So, you know, I hate to tell them this, but fire would not say, oh, whoops, we can't go there. But be that as it might, it is a nice box, and I will keep, you know, my birth certificate, my passport in it, my copy of my son's passport. And then upstairs I have a stack of paper significantly higher than the stack that was here. These papers that were here have already been either discarded because some of them were trash or put into file folders. So there you have it. Organizing under my sink and beginning the organization of my file folders. It is later than I hoped it would be. I still need to go through some clothes. I'm not going to bore you with that. I will share my recent good thrift find. See those rubber boots? One of which is flopped over. I saw these in Goodwill when I was looking for folding chairs for the surprise that I'll tell you about. I recognize them as a good brand. They had one little tear on the side, which I have repaired. I bought them for $3. They're basically fishing wader boots, I think. I don't fish, I don't wade, but they were $3, and I'll find someone. I mean, I live in a marina. Someone will need them, and I looked them up. Knew they were about $175. I knew they were a good brand when I saw them, and I snatched them up at $3. I will find someone that has a boat that could use a pair of heavy-duty waders. So anyway, that's my my recent thrift find. It's not going to stay here. I don't need them, but they're pretty cool. So I'm going to pick up that picture, which I knocked over, and I'm going to carry the file box upstairs and maybe sort through some more clothes, but I won't bore you with that. You've seen plenty of clothes sorting video. So let's see if I can do a turnaround. Yeah, there you go. There I am in all my late night glory. So thanks for spending a few minutes of my tiny life with me. Please comment if you have anything to say. Let's see, as my friend would say, like. It's good for the algorithm, and subscribe, please. I met someone by email this week who's apparently a subscriber of my YouTube channel, and she's coming to talk at our tiny house open house in a month. She didn't know that I was the person whose YouTube channel she followed, so that's pretty exciting. So thanks for spending a few minutes of my tiny life with me, and I will see you next time. So I hope you enjoyed that, and maybe the ways in which I rearrange or address clutter will be helpful to you. Thank you for spending a few minutes of my tiny life with me, and I'll see you next time.